We're about to start the cloud. We're about to start the cloud retainer quest. Let's do it.
Here we are, right outside her place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything. And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something...
Well, there's this strange human over there.
Huh? Traveler? Did something catch your eye?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this person before.
What a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
I love that they have another crane there to just kind of throw you off. It's like, if you can't quite remember how Cloud Retainer looks, you're like, oh yeah, it kind of looked like that crane, so I think that's her. Maybe she didn't have the green streaks anymore, but you know, maybe it's changed or something. Like, they're playing it off. It could be a powerful Adeptus.
Right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really.
Yeah, look at the lipstick, too.
She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Hey, I'll leave the introduction to you. You got this, girl.
Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon's
Thank you,
got
Paimon.
this. Hello.
You nailed it, Paimon. You nailed it.
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Paimon, just say everything in a nice tone.
Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has this shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're...
Nutty? Cloud Retainer?
Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human! How did
You look
that
hot!
happen?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because...
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or...
It feels like Cloud Retainer has her reasons, but doesn't want to discuss them openly. Oh, I almost forgot. Paimon brought you some gifts.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh, sorry.
So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
Well, this is all Paimon's got. You don't mind, right?
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
Alright. Cloud Retainer said that she's going to visit some of her disciples.
Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
It's true, they got new drip.
To extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
No particular reason. We were kind of thinking about you.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so?
It's a coincidence.
If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Hell yeah, Liyue Harbor! 1,000 moonlit miles.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one talon the number of times she returns to Mount Outsong each year. Shenoha has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
She's a good mom. All right, before I forget, let's play the trial. Let's see how she plays. Also, I'm gonna play Gaming as well. So let's do. This is a perfect opportunity to do that right now. Okay, after using her elemental skill, she'll enter the cloud transmogrification state, and her elemental skill will be converted to a sky ladder, which is you can use up to 3 times. This will allow her to move quickly and can be used in mid-air. Cool. She's a plunger. Okay. Increases. Okay, her summons the Star Wicker, which increases character jump height and heals them. She's an Animo healer. Okay, cool. Wow. There's a lot of bare back here. I was unaware of the bare back. Wowzers. Okay. Ooh, I love the mix of the green and yellow inside her Animo attacks. Okay, okay. All right, we still got kind of your standard jumps and standard dashes. Nothing different there.
Skyward, scatter!
Whoa! You move around quickly. Yanni says Hoyo combat designers be like random terms in sexual. Absolutely. And the plunge is during last attack. 1, 2, 3. Oh, if I press it quicker, I jump. Oh, wait a minute. It's a timing thing. So I could either leap. I could do a standard leap like this, or I can time it in midair. How interesting. Oh, and there's a cooldown if I don't use it quickly. So I time it. Dude, that's cool. So there's a timing with her skill. Okay, let's try this combat. Oh, we also have Gaming here, but I'll save it for his trial. Okay. 1, 2, 3, plunge. Wait, she has a. Her plunging is a homing attack. What? Okay, let's ultimate. Awesome, and this thing. Oh my god. Her movement is insane. Yeah, dude. Wow. She is also immune to fall damage. She might be my no, she's not my perfect character, but immune to fall damage is definitely something I need. As you can tell, Yolan has died like 4 times already this stream. Wow. How cool. This is so great. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Wow, dude, this is awesome. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not a fan of the way plunging attacks are designed in Genshin. So I do not have any plungers on my team. But man, for people who use a lot of characters who specifically use plunging attacks, this is so good. This is awesome. So that is Xiao still the best at plunging, or has there been other people? Because like I would assume that this would be like just the perfect character to join a Xiao team for plunging. Yanni says, with Cloud Retainer, Farina, Bennett, or another buffer, you can make anyone a plunge DPS, I guess. That is cool. That's cool. And the party-wide heal. Good with Farina, absolutely. And immune to fall damage. This is so cool. This is great. For anyone who loves plunging characters, she is fantastic. Dude, I think the coolest thing, and I hope Genshin does more of this, essentially her triple jump and then a homing attack, a homing plunging attack, that is, I think, the coolest skill in Genshin. Like, even though, like I said, I'm not a plunger, the fact that you can do like a cool triple jump and then homing attack a plunge down on an enemy, that is like a cool feeling to do. All right, let's go Gaming. Let's see how Gaming plays. I was really impressed by his, like, just the fact that he is, oh man, what do they call it? A one-shoe dancer? The fact that he has the dragon head that you would see at like a Chinese New Year's event, like a parade. The fact that it's incorporated into his combat is such a cool idea. So, oh, I thought this was a skill. The last part of his combo, I thought that was a skill he used, but no, that's his final attack. Cool, cool. Okay, what style of spinning does he do? Okay, he does kind of the standard spin. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Okay. And then his skill. Okay, so it seems to be like just jetting forward and attacking someone. Jet forward, bam. Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay, alright. So a little somersault there? Okay, so, so these characters both have like strong plunge supports. Or I guess for him, he would be doing the plunging attack. But the fact that he just gives himself good like lift off, and then he has, I'm not sure what that did. Was that like a bomb? That must have been a bomb or some sort. Okay. I honestly, I really love the skill. Just jumping up in the air. Okay, so it seems to be some sort of bomb attack that does some bit of AoE. I love pressing the skill. And oh, so there's something in his moveset that resets the cooldown for the skill. Wow. Huh. There's something in his moveset that resets his cooldown. That's really okay. To be honest, let me see. Let's sort by, I just want to sort by elements. I don't have very many fire users. Amber. Yeah, I don't use any of these like Yuandai. I enjoy playing as for fire. I have Hu Tao.
Silly child.
I do have Hu Tao in D-Loop. who are both fun. Yeah, they're both fun. I think Gaming might... I think I would probably play Gaming more.
Silly churl,
That's a tough one. Here, I want to actually do it. I actually want to... Before we continue on with the quest, let me... I just kind of want to...
Send one, send them all.
Let's go.
Actually, I'll bring out Yuandai too.
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
Okay. You know what? We just try here. Oh yeah, oh, she does have... She is fast though. She is very fast. And then yeah, proving with the fire. That's pretty good. All right, I forgot that she does take her own HP. That's fine. Okay. And then D-Luke has the... Yeah, he has this kind of hold down attack, you know, which is cool. And then he has the downward strike. But see, like D-Luke, he's very much like Dia, right? Where like he is not always doing his pyro moves, so he has to use his skill. But for Dia, at least Dia, her skill at least allows her to use pyro for a little while. This one's just a single strike. Then Yuandai. Interesting. I don't know if I could, where I could put Gaming on my team. But Gaming, I think he's up there in terms of like pyro, characters that enjoy pyro. But I think, yeah, Hu Tao is probably the best for me in terms of just being able to apply pyro. Because I have Dia, but she doesn't do a great job of applying it. She gotta get her skills up. Okay, let's switch back to the team. Cool though. Cool. Though I would say Gaming's skill is just fun. It's just all fun. Okay, let's continue back on the quest.
We're almost at Weihai Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this?
Oh, good
We
question.
have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Wait, where did she go?
She's back there, you know, right here.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
No, you're coming with us, Big Booba.
But why?
I mean,
Isn't it
sorry,
better
Cloud
if we all
Retainer.
go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. All right, then. We'll just pass on your regards
And
Cloud Retainer?
Oh, busted.
immediately spotted behind the tree.
Someone you know, Miss Ganyu?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening.
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
Thank you, Huixin.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this cloud retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
I will say that Cloud Retainer does have one of my favorite character traits, which is the half red glasses. I do like that on all my characters.
But a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other
Look how
form.
much flourishes you have on your dress. You are the most recognizable person. If I see you once, I'll never forget you. Ganyu, looks totally bewildered. She's thinking, why wouldn't I recognize you? I used to see you every day. How bad do you think my memory is?
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
It's true.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important...
Yep. Wink, wink.
Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
Yes.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest.
Never.
Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body. It still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
That's cute.
Cloud Retainer! Stop!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
Yeah, that's me in usual conversations, really.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Yuandai Pavilion. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
Then what I would suggest is Bird Lady. Or Hot Bird Lady. That's the name I'll choose.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything.
Come on, Paimon. Don't do this to her. Don't do this to Hot Bird Lady.
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Xianyun.
Xianyun, okay.
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
I want to point out something here about the design of Cloud Retainer. This is something that they did on purpose, obviously. This is a purposeful character design. You look at Cloud Retainer's waist. You see this, like, slate blue, like navy blue, like almost like a heart shape, with like the bottom tip of the heart going down the center of the dress. You also look at the way the shading is along the front face of the dress, where the point of the heart goes down, and then as you see the shading darken as it gets closer to the other parts of that heart on her waist. This is like a highly specific about like her thigh cutout. You know, like this is technically where her thigh is, and they've shaded her thigh. Like it's just like they were like, yo, we can't have her wearing nothing. So instead they have purposefully shaded and created her dress to look like thighs. So that's fun fact. Look, they look like thighs.
Take one to be nothing more than
it's just a part of her legs.
Average size.
Not exactly.
Like if you were drawing, okay, you know what? I'm pulling up paint. It's so high up though. Look, the nerds don't know. Nerds don't know. We just we're just like, yo, these look like thighs, right? You see this, and then here let's draw an how's okay. We should make that brush thicker. How's that? You have the outline right there, right? So you got the hips, right? So typically with drawing, right, if you want to draw the full leg, you would do something like that. Like it's just thighs. Like that is just what it's supposed to represent. Right? And it's, yeah, sure, it could be too high up or something, but I think that's the intention of this thing here. It's the intention of this. There's no reason to add this little thing without it purposefully trying to define her legs. That's it. We have solved the mystery. I should not be the one who's being bonked. It should be Hoyoverse. Hoyoverse deserves to get bonked. I'm just the truth teller who's saying all the right things. I figured it out. I figured out Genshin get on my level. Actually, no, Genshin is on my level. Yeah, because they're the ones who did it. Anyways, Paimon looks embarrassed by my entire thing of me talking about Cloud Retainer's legs.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue.
In a galaxy far, far
Left
away?
with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
Wow, that's incredible!
Sounds incredible, yeah.
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely with one art. And even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect
Kitty was
for
making
you.
noises. Just went double check.
So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a lot of questions.
It is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally.
Okay.
Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Xiangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
Kokomi heard of more work and she's like, yeah, let me join.
I see.
I'm a hard worker
Most
too.
Excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of
Leader
being
of a
introduced
resistance
to that
group.
family. Xiangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See you around.
Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think?
Yeah.
As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
In time.
She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
You get what I'm saying, right?
No.
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, huh?
Oh
I'm
my
far
goodness.
more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
How about you ask her?
You do it.
No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
Don't
What can I
panic.
get
Don't
for you
panic, guys.
today?
Don't panic.
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of more meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Have a good chat. Bye. See you later. Okay, bye.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
It's true. It's a bit weird, but it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you've been doing well.
Oh, and this is?
This is...
Wait, you've
Miss
never met?
Xianyun.
Okay.
Master?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
You...
Oh,
Is
that's
something
cute.
the matter, Master?
Hardly.
She's
Hardly.
touched.
One
She's
simply
touched.
learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon, are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So I've got things covered for now.
What do you mean, well,
Go
it isn't
ahead,
us?
sit
We
down and
just
enjoy
talked
some
like
time
not
with
too
your
long
friends.
ago.
I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
buddy.
Chef Mao.
I need to get the kitty right now. Ran. Also, I will be reorganizing my desk area for streaming, which obviously you can't see, but hopefully I'm gonna set it up to a place where it's gonna be easier to set up a camera, so that if when the cats sleep on their little cat tower near the desk, you guys will actually be able to see them. Right now it's like, it's not in a convenient spot where I would want to point a camera to. Right behind here. Oh, sorry ma'am, sorry, just trying to get through. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Made it. Okay. Oof. Toughest quest yet.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence.
Oh, that's not good.
At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
It sounds reasonable enough.
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
Yeah, a sensible
And you, Master,
plan.
how have you been?
I don't know if I would call that sensible,
Simply
but
marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Oh, just as expected of Master.
what she means to say is she actually misses you two a lot.
I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
Whoa, her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
It's true. True.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
Oh.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
No, not a problem.
Let's find out.
One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After
Mooncarver
lost, he
race?
insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Huh, what kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Electric bike?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and
my
crafting
God.
it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day.
Wow.
Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up.
Like, I just built a motorcycle.
Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, Do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without spectators, after all?
We've got human moon carver.
Have you been lonely, Master?
Oh,
Lonely? At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights. 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
yeah, 5.4. Moon carver confirmed.
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
To me, they are both, Master. One is the Master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the Master that I respect and adore.
One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outsong with your presence.
Somehow
for
the
any extended
compliment
period
turned
of
into an
time.
insult.
One would almost question the sincerity of your estimations. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule. One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit, yet one places little weight in such judgments.
Sorry, Cloud Retainer. I just want to. I just wanted chat to hear a cat purring. And turn off my noise suppression here for a quick second. You could hardly hear him. He has like a low purr. He's kneading on the blanket right now. We'll get that cam soon. We'll get that cam soon.
She got
Cat
like,
cam.
what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple? And it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Yes, no, first time I've seen this place ever busy.
I'll try my best.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
As more and more guests begin to trickle in, Paimon takes the opportunity to order a whole array of a delicious dish.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
Can you eat this kind of food, Cloud Retainer? Is the food to your taste, Cloud Retainer?
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Next generation.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny? But it smells so delightful.
Can we
Oh
really
no,
not
the old
be
lady's gonna
here?
die.
My poor legs can't
Please
go
let
on
her
for
sit
much
down
longer.
somewhere.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around. Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no empty tables left, so...
No.
Well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
He only says, as an NPC, you know it's a good restaurant when the staff have playable looking just. Yeah, it's true. I don't mind.
Thanks so much. My name is Xianyun, and this is my granny, Yuandai.
Yuandai.
Granny?
Hi, kitty.
Yep. Is there something wrong with that? No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
She's lost in Cloud Retainer's eyes. Does she recognize her?
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears. Granny? Why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Who is that beautiful woman standing there? She looked kind of familiar. Granny is just a lady. Oh, but she is so hot. Do you see her dress? It reminds me of thighs. Granny, not now, not in front of... Oh, young lady, what's your name?
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
No, that's a yes. That's a face of a... No, yes.
Tis a fated meeting then. Please, take a seat.
Or is this gonna be like the Navia story quest where it's like,
I can order for
you
you.
killed everyone I know, Claubertina.
Braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after
Oh, I
a
thought she wanted to eat it.
rainstorm.
Oh, I was scared.
No, not this again.
No, she does want to
There's
eat
no
it.
braised
Oh my
earthworms
god.
on the menu.
No worms.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that?
Can't hurt to ask, I guess.
That's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help?
With anything?
Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia,
Oh,
so her memory's
okay.
getting worse all the time. She's always saying things that sound kinda confusing. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning.
Oh, it's such a shame. What about your parents?
They died young.
Oh.
It's just me and Granny now.
Oh no. Sadness.
Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Sure, it's hard at times, but you just gotta make the best of the life you've got.
Agreed?
Wow, you're really tough for your age, kid. You're too kind.
And me? What about me?
Where's
You're
my
tough too,
compliment?
Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there
No,
for me.
I don't want to hear it from you. I want to hear it from the floaty butterfly. Tell me, floating butterfly, am I tough too?
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again? Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Free.
That
Free.
sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times.
Thank you.
But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
No, Paimon.
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're sure.
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
You're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert.
Yeah, exactly.
In that case,
The expert.
do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now.
Be right back,
my
chat.
younger self.
All right, let's continue.
A younger version of Granny? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
Yeah, this is very strange, Paimon. Good point.
As one said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave this situation to me.
Are you sure? So, what are your names? Paimon's Paimon.
I'm Traveler.
Just Xianyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you want us to pay you back?
30,000 Mora.
Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're just curious about your situation. We want to help out, you know?
Thank you so much. You're welcome. But Miss Xianyun, what exactly can we do to help out this granny? All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth.
Retrace the steps of the youth.
Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain streams.
Okay, taking that as a no. I might have an idea. Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster.
Whoa.
If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something. A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinto knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If anyone knows about the heroes of the past, it's him. Let's go find him at the Xianyun Commerce Guild.
All right, sounds good.
Are you leaving already? But I'm still hungry.
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different
Oh, so we're not going to be able to finish the meal we already
We
have.
must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Xianyun Commerce Guild, while Yuandai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Hell yeah, Madam Ping, let's bring it.
Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
Everyone, please eat to your heart's content. Always wanted to try this place.
Where are you going, Granny? Don't you like the food?
Fresh milk. I need to buy you some fresh milk.
Oh.
Milk? Why?
You need to drink milk before eating, or the spicy food will make you cry. Hush, little one. Don't cry.
Granny, you're forgetting things again. I'm not a little baby anymore. I can eat spicy food now. Even the super spicy dishes, like their fish stew. I can eat 2 whole bowls, no problem.
Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. My darling granddaughter is all grown up.
That's so sad. All right, let's continue. get away from that sad moment and see who this person is. What part of history were they a part of? Hey, there you are. You knew we were coming, or what?
It's you two. What brings you here?
Well,
Xingqiu! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
we clear the situation. That's what we do.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure.
Hey, that's fine.
I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels.
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits in bandit camps. The people idolized her, but never learned her
So
name.
work of fiction or
All they
non-fiction?
knew was that she always acted alone.
We gotta know if this is a
Later,
memory
though,
or a false
she
memory.
supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength.
Okay, cool.
After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains.
Alright.
All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuandai.
Okay.
I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Yeah, a little bit.
Xingqiu. We knew it'd be worth talking to
Thank you so much.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story.
More
but
research?
It was just out of personal curiosity.
Well, Paimon still thinks
Going
that's
above
super
and
cool.
beyond.
Oh, wait. Xingqiu, if you've read up on her, do you know of any places often associated with her?
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of three places. Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Qingyun Peak.
Okay.
Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those three places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her.
Alright, well, hey, you were a huge help.
You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuandai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together. It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. There were even rumors that she became extremely ill. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide from something. There's probably far more to the story than what's been written.
Oh
We'll
boy.
be sure to tell you if we manage
Okay.
to uncover the truth.
Yeah, we'll do our best to uncover
That's a
the
deal.
truth.
Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more fantastical than any work of fiction.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Xingqiu. A drought, a nameless heroine, a life of seclusion. Wait, why does the story sound super familiar? Oh, right! There's a drought in this story too! Xingqiu, are droughts super common in Liyue or something?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them, like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several centuries. The crops withered, the
One of the
streams
worst
ran
they've had.
dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster
soon became a human tragedy as well.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. She must have been someone of true integrity, to do so much for the people while asking nothing in return. Still, as terrible as that drought was, it was nothing compared to the truly calamitous disasters that befell this land in ancient times. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common.
I feel like once I get like a
Only the
3D
strongest of
model,
Adepti
I
could
can
hope
like
to
whip
dispel
my
the
character
ruin and
around so
devastation.
quickly. Right now I'm stuck here in place. I can't whip myself around. Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
No questions. I was
We're
just
good for now. We're just
going
going to
crazy.
head back and meet up with Miss Xianyun and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuandai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall any of it.
It's very sad.
Anyway, we'll be off now.
But
See
we're
you
gonna
some
piece
other time,
together this
Shinjo.
story
Thank
for
you
her,
so much for
so
your
she
help.
won't have to worry.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
You safe travels, huh? All right. Let's find out where the others are. All the way back here. Not that far. All right, here we go. Run. Jump over here. Oh, excuse me, kids. Sorry, we're just coming through. Here. Up here. Yep. And then up these stairs. See Madam Ping again.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, thank you. Straight word, Ping. What has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
We're seeking counsel.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous.
Oh, nervous.
What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think.
Million more a month.
Do you mean that...
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What are you two talking about?
Nothing safe.
Wait, Cloud Retainer is wanting to move down here?
Have you unearthed any useful details?
That's actually cool.
Shinjo has a theory, but let's save it
Let's,
for when
we'll
Chuyo
bunk
and
with
Miss
you.
Yuandai have
We'll
joined
pay
up
for.
with us
Oh my
again.
god! I just realized the ribbon on her neck with that
Do
angle.
not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny? According to the story,
Oh, she just left. Granny left.
an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. Maybe that's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
Like, what kind of sigils? Like, do they look like Abyss Order symbols? Wait, anyways, you seem like the stories were on the right track. We should probably pay a visit to the 3 places mentioned in the book.
So too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature and at peace.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
Let's rest here for a little while then.
Okay, since we have the time, Can I ask you something?
What is
Sure
it?
thing. What would you like to know?
What do I know?
I have a secret I want to tell you.
A secret?
Let's go talk over there.
Sure. What was the secret you wanted to say? Over here? Okay. I'm listening.
What's wrong, Xianyun? Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant. But are you guys all adepti in disguise?
Oh, yeah. I'm the Adeptus of penguins. Why do you say that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard you call yourself
Great.
an Adeptus.
Thanks.
Must have been a slip of the tongue. Xianyun, since you were the one who...
Yanni says Cloud Retainer is so hopeless at disguising herself. Absolutely.
Did you hear what you really meant by that?
Absolutely.
One is indeed an Adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
Yeah, we're anti-Adeptus in our household.
I knew it.
You don't sound too surprised.
Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky.
And then she said she wanted to take me.
And flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed, and my fever was gone.
Aw, you're so sweet, Cloud Retainer.
Her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that?
Yeah.
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an Adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
That's weird. Was it really just a dream then?
No, it wasn't white, it was Cloud
Even if it was
Retainer.
just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover
That was
her
the point.
memories. I'm really grateful.
Your brain's not
for
gonna
all your
remember
help.
all the details.
Leave it to us.
So
Now
to
that
you,
we
it
know
just
the
seemed
three
like, oh, this is a
locations,
pure
we just
white
need to visit
crane.
them one by one. Let's go to Wangshu Inn first. Okay, I'll go get Granny.
No, let's. Oh yeah, we do have to bring Granny along because we have to see if that kickstarts her memory. Even though taking Granny all the way to the end would be a terrible escort mission. Okay, all the way over to the end. All the way to the end.
Wangshu Inn. Wangshu
Is it
Inn.
kickstarting your memories at all, Granny?
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by its flock.
Oh, that's depressing.
I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with. Hyman's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right?
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
So, you're just showing up out of nowhere?
I sensed a non-human
Zhao jump
presence
scare.
and decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern.
So wait a minute.
It's been a while, Cloud Retainer.
Oh,
I see you have returned to your previous form.
You met her in this form before?
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on
Oh.
many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the
invention, the Big Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might
What
of the
the
Adept
heck?
Eye.
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
That's incredible.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe. You may be unaware, but her talent with Adepti sigils is just as formidable as her skill in mechanics. The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn, only speaking when she had to activate her sigils.
A cloud retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture it. But what happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Good point.
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
Right, fair point.
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago when she decided to don her human form. I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need
For
to
mating.
relive bygone matters.
She wanted to have a...
Granny,
She wanted to
are
date.
you okay? Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now.
Farewell.
Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Trust it as well.
Everyone, I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
She's remembering.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount
Calm
what has
mind.
been recalled.
Okay,
A
recounting.
long time ago,
Okay.
I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Yeah, we're imagining, remembering.
So what Shinto said was true! You did fall ill! Was
Interesting.
that why you went into hiding?
She felt ill here. It was
Don't
like the food or
remember.
something?
I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure
No
for
cure.
it. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why.
That's depressing.
One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills.
Oh,
He
no.
told me that the pills were concocted using Adepti blood.
This sounds
and
bad.
could be used to alleviate my symptoms.
Yeah.
Sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant for several decades after
Yeah.
that.
This is sounding a bit similar to the Baizu stuff. So the dementia you're suffering from now is actually...
But if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago? And it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Alright, so new location. Let's search for it. Let's find out what the heck is going
Only
on.
I wasn't so useless. Hey, you're not useless.
Yeah, it's okay. You drank
You've
Adeptus
done
blood,
so
so...
much for me. Watch me
You know,
grow up.
it's definitely
Raised
there
me.
to f up something.
Could you say that about yourself? Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was just a bit frustrated. That's all.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Let's make haste.
Next location. Next location. Oh, why don't we go to the area north of Dwayun Karst next?
Sure.
There isn't bookmark there, so where should we start? Oh, Paimon's got it. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, if she
Sounds
was
like a
there
good idea,
for any
Paimon.
length of time, then she would have stayed
Okay.
somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Yuandai's memories in no time.
Good job, Paimon. Good job for figuring that stuff out. Of course.
Why are there so many treasure hoarders here? Guess it's time to round up some bad guys.
That's a good point, Paimon. Why are they all here?
I must leave no stone unturned.
Search
Do you
around.
remember anything about this place, Granny Yuandai?
Let me think. I feel like I've been here before, but I don't think I stayed here too long. I might have just rested here briefly before continuing on my way.
Got it. That's okay. There are still plenty of other places we can check.
Yeah.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, I believe I brought... Ah, yes. I brought some sweet snacks with me.
Okay,
Go
sweet
on,
snacks.
take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
Yeah. We're big and strong.
Thank you. Then Paimon will help herself.
Oh, hi, kitty. Come on, at least make it up. At least make it up. There we go. Oof. That was a close one. Alright, so I see the other house. We're going to go and check. Make sure that everything is all good. Another investigation.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
This place... It's
what? Is this your home?
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Xianyun, this is where your father was born.
I was gonna make that joke on
It was a
the previous
moonless
house, but I was like, I'm good. I don't need to
I
make
had
that
been
joke.
injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit.
Oh no.
I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath, but spare my innocent child.
Sin? Oath? Did you do something wrong?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Eventually,
I'm worried about the reveal.
the house was
Like
filled
what?
with the
Like
sound
the actual
of my
truth of
baby's
what
first
happened.
cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Xianyun. You're so much like him, and I love you both so much. But you're always going to be different from me. Why?
Interesting.
What did I do?
What did you
I
do?
don't care what you might have done, Granny. You'll always be the person I love more than anything.
Aww.
You're too sweet, Xianyun. I'm lucky to have you with me. If not for you, I would not have had the courage to come here, to try to remember what I had forgotten.
Remember?
All right. let's not stand around any longer.
Uh-huh. Let's go
There's
take a
one
look.
place left, yes?
Yes.
Let's go take a look.
Let's check a look
If
here.
one recalls correctly, the next place should be Xianyun Peak. Yuandai, how fares your health?
I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry.
Cloud
to keep
Retainer, check
everyone
this
waiting.
out.
Climb on, I shall carry...
Alright, well at least we got the part where Cloud Retainer's like, yo, climb on my back. I'll take you there. I'm like, what? Can I join?
Oh, such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up losing everything. My only wish is to depart this world.
Alright, did she die or did she not? Oh, she died. She died. Those were sparkling blues of death.
Let me see.
She definitely died.
How strange. Have I lived here before?
Hey, you know what? Take it easy.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places.
Right.
But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me. But
Yeah, she definitely knows Liyue at this point for sure. She's taking us all. We're taking us around all of Liyue. We can't expect to get everything right.
True. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Yuandai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's alright. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just you wait.
Yeah, we'll figure something else out.
Thank you. If only I could remember.
Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. It's fine.
Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh.
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsang? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsang.
You know,
Mount Outsang.
you know it's funny because everyone here, everyone's like, whoa, we made it all the way back around here. And me, I'm like, whoa, we did make it back around here. And I'm sure like most people are like, oh yeah, we're right by it. Cool.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsang,
You know, he says, I bet she lived in Mount Outsang too. Well, I would think so as well, right? Because for me, I believe that it was Cloud. I mean, it's got to be Cloud Retainer who saved her. So Cloud Retainer probably brought her back home, and she probably stayed there until she could get healthy again.
Mount Outsang holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but
Because it was definitely.
can't go back.
Are you feeling unwell?
Or no.
My head. It feels all heavy and dizzy.
Wait, I think Cloud Retainer saved both of them, right? Because Cloud Retainer, the kid was like, I was saved by an Adepti that was pure white, and I don't think the kid fully remembered the colors because the game was telling us that like you won't remember like the small things, right? And then now we have another situation of this warrior who got sick. I would assume that she also got taken care of by Cloud Retainer.
Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsang.
Now, why Cloud Retainer doesn't remember? Well, she's got like thousands of years of memories.
All will be well.
She saved so many people probably at this
Yuandai,
point.
You have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently
Jabberwocky says,
resides
is
at Mount
Zhao a
Outsang.
bird or a crane?
Really?
And what color is he? I would say Xiao's
I
a
never
bird.
leave anything to chance.
It feels like more like a
All
small
will
bird.
reveal itself when we arrive.
You know, the cranes have a certain elegance to them. Though I don't know enough about birds to know what bird would fit his personality. Xianyun was only doing her daily commission, saving others. Yeah, she's like, oh, another NPC to save. Okay. Let me do it. Skip all the dialogue. So she just doesn't remember.
Come on, just tell Paimon already! What's this thing you've prepared?
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here?
Yes.
Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Yes, it is another invention of mine. This invention will allow us to dive deep into the minds of Yuandai. Not you and I, but Yuandai. And we'll have to fight off, in a domain-like setting, all the evil creatures holding back her mind. Are you willing to do this?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result.
All right, let's see if I'm right.
I call it the suspensus somnium
Now,
mechanism.
Navia didn't have a domain. So we'll see if this one has a domain. They might be doing something a bit different.
Periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state.
Okay.
Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia, its potential uses are numerous indeed. And
Wow.
of course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
How cool.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now? We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved time on a lot of floating.
How preposterous. Had Yuandai not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism.
And that's why she
One
contacted
secured such a
Madame
tune
Ping.
from Streetward Rambler.
Okay, I mean, it's all coming together.
Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather. It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after a super satisfying meal.
Yeah, Rocky says, is it a dream machine? I'm feeling like it is going to be
And
some
you,
sort of dream
Yuandai,
machine.
Is the mechanism helping you to relax?
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come, join one on this side. We shall give her some time to herself.
You're not going to have her lay down? Just gonna just...
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Oh, man.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew.
I know this...
Perfectly straddled betwixt the realms of heaven and earth.
I know that Guizhong is dead. Right. But it would be really cool to have a dramatic, crazy moment of just dropping a lore character that has been talked about forever in this moment of like, it's okay, Guizhong, you're fine. Like, I want when they reveal who this person is, I want it to be a impactful character. to blow us away.
This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left.
She is an Adepti.
The you of the past. The me from not that long ago.
I made a joke about it.
We should have never.
She is. Wait, she's the pure white crane.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Damn.
Granny!
Yeah, she saved her granddaughter.
Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
So we are about to get a name
Your
drop.
memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything. Everything.
Granny, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, don't worry, my dear child.
Granny is more than fine. Transform.
Fine.
Crane transformation. Do
I'm
it.
so sorry, everyone.
Crane off. Have a crane off.
You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf.
Crane off. Crane off. Crane off.
All come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions. Perhaps one should recount the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on.
Face memories head on.
Everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you my story.
Yes.
If you're willing to listen.
All ears.
Please, Granny, don't force yourself. What happened in the past doesn't matter.
Aww.
I love you more than anything.
Hey, girl, your grandma is more than fine now.
I know,
Once she
dear
reveals her
child.
true form.
My feelings for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth. Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Xianyun Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains.
Wait.
At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me.
I need to relook up what Adepti is. Because from my understanding, Adepti isn't like animals who have human forms. It's more like godlier than that. It's more special than that. So this person is not an Adepti. They are just a wild crane who got wisdom and sentience that eventually did something probably bad to become a human. Sort of guardians, I guess? Oh, I guess so, yeah, something like a guardian. Because, yeah, this doesn't sound like an Adepti kind of thing. Because if they're saying something bad happened, then it must have been like how they're able to maintain a human form or something like that.
Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by.
50 years.
Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
Oh.
50 years ago?
During the drought.
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her.
So she is an adeptus.
I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went.
Oh no, you missed the opportunity.
Far from being a real adeptus, I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me.
Interesting. Okay, hold on. I'm looking up Adeptus. So Adeptus is maybe a sentient animal and then eventually has a human form, or I don't know. It has been a while since we since we got any Liyue lore, so I do not remember what Adeptus are. All right. Adeptus are a group of Liyue that consist of both illuminated beasts and gods. Illuminated beasts are creatures with special supernatural abilities, including heightened combat prowess, extreme longevity, and the ability to speak human language. Most known illuminated beasts are Adepti. Okay. So then, because she has gained sentience and wisdom, that is technically an illuminated beast, which is technically making her an Adepti. Okay. Okay.
She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor Adeptus.
That's crazy.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along.
But you never turned back into a crane. Because it was probably that weird potion that you're taking from that dude.
Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed. I fell in love.
Oh, okay.
Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and
that would have
wanted
killed someone
more
or
than
knocked him out.
anything to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I...
Oh no, what happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again.
So that's why the nameless heroine hid herself away.
But that was only the beginning of my troubles.
Uh-oh.
I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin.
Wow.
All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven.
Wild.
Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I probably would have...
Granny, what's wrong? Coincidence? Why did
Oh,
I
I'm gonna cry. It's Cloud Retainer looking after her. Oh no! Oh no! It's not a shady thing. It's just that Cloud Retainer cares about her so much.
Don't tell me.
Oh no!
That merchant was actually...
Oh no! Oh, she's such a good person.
Would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded.
Wow.
Would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
So when I tried to conceal
Yeah, I wasn't expecting
my
that
name
twist.
and mistakes
I thought it
from
was
the
something
world
evil.
and hide
I thought
myself
the pills were
away
a bad
in
thing.
perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself.
That's true, you played yourself.
You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Oh.
Oh, wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuandai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
And now, will they explain why, despite allowing the merchant to sell the soul revitalizing pills, why Cloud Retainer didn't... Well, I mean, Cloud Retainer is very, like, introverted, right? We already know this. She's very introverted. She doesn't like confronting people. She doesn't like being there in front of people. She likes hiding in the background. At the same time, if you're watching someone you consider your fledgling, right, your child, degrade over time, I feel like at some point you would want to step in and actually confront. But I don't know. It's a tough choice to make, because she did do her best with the pills, but like, I don't know, if you saw like someone like this degrading that you consider their child, I feel like you would want to do a bit more. But let's see her side of the story. How does this all play out? Oh, what the heck? Okay, here we are.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
Wow. Is this the new area? This is beautiful. Wait, is that the Wangshu Inn? What the heck? Where the heck are we?
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking.
He's an exorcist.
One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness.
Okay.
As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself.
Oh my god. She has a fake mustache. She's wearing a fake mustache. This is Cloud Retainer. Wow.
One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire.
Screenshot!
Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wangshu Inn.
Oh my god.
As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition.
Please, please, game. Please, I ask of you, give us a mustache toggle for Cloud Retainer. I'll pull for her if she has a mustache toggle.
One was quite torn.
Oh my
Should
god.
one have celebrated the success of
That's
one's
so
disguise,
funny.
or mourn the loss of your acquaintance?
Yeah, make it an idle animation, exactly. This is so good. That's so fun. Hold on. Where's my mustache toggle? Oh, that's so cool. That's like a fan. That's cool. They didn't even fill out her talents? What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't fill out her talents? This is a trial character. You gave me half the what is or half the constellations. You didn't even level all of her. They're like, yo, here's a trial character. We're not maxing him out though. Oh, we are in a domain. Wow, dude, this is a beautiful domain. Little screenshot. Okay. Now it's a domain, so we can't climb. Oh wait, duh. She.
Nevertheless,
Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, I love it.
One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. This proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you
Man, she is a lot of fun to play. She is really a lot of fun to play, but I promised myself I am now fully committed to making Noelle just full DPS, so I gotta save my Primo Gems for Ito's weapon. You know, I have too many characters I pull for that I just hardly use. So I gotta think smarter. But she does play really good, right?
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains.
Oh, you're right. A Noelle plunge, though.
We're likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon
Noelle
War.
plunge would go so
Some
hard.
gods
You're
were
right.
likely shattered by contraptions of one's very making.
Yeah, we're both. Yeah, we definitely were both Noelle mains for sure.
At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air.
All right, there's story. I forgot.
One saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
Because I also have Farina too, so I'm just boosting Noelle's attack power even more, and then if we boost her plunge ability with the I guess it's with the ultimate, right? So technically Cloud Retainer would need to be on field until I could generate enough ultimate. Oh, I guess I could still generate it with Farina and Noelle. And hold on, what's my team looking? What's my team looking? Can I actually manage? Oh no, because the team I officially want is Riesli, Farina, Noelle, but I don't have a fourth. I think it was Kazuha, because Kazuha's mobility is really nice. Man. I'm guaranteed for her. I want to get her. Well, I guess if you're guaranteed, I hope that you are able to get it before the guarantee. I hope you're able to get her before the guarantee. Save you a bit on some wishes, you know?
One had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
Wow, dude, this is so cool. The transition between here into Liyue. Wow. This is great. See, I want them to do more of this in the game. Of using like places that we've already been to and just altering them. Like this looks so cool. Oh yeah. Oh. Man. That's the thing I forget. Is like I wish Charlotte's ability to take pictures in domains could just be for everyone. Cause yeah, it'd just be so cool. If we had like the ability to just take pictures in domains. This is such an awesome look. And the lighting is different too, it's great.
Just as Yuandai troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not.
Okay, so it was
possibly
Cloud
be a true
Retainer, so
adeptus,
we were correct on our
because
first
all
assumption.
illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance.
It's just all just Cloud Retainer is everyone in this story.
Devoid of any other coloring.
I've disguised myself with a mustache. I disguised myself as a white crane. I even disguised myself as the Traveler.
It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuandai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognize the essence of her being.
Interesting.
Perhaps.
Yeah, she's a
fate
cosplayer
brought
for
you
sure,
two
yep.
Together in more ways than one.
You know what? That was a cool domain, right? Not fighting, just enjoying. Just being in an area, in a place that's beautiful, unique.
Now all has been revealed. One owes you an apology, Yuandai. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin Restaurant. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe.
Oh, wow.
Indeed, one wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them.
That's fair.
Would you not agree? Even if the process was painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master,
Because memories told to someone are just stories if they don't remember,
all
you know?
those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back
Yeah,
to
this is a
Mount
good. This is a
Hudson by
great
force?
question. I need to know this answer.
One has never regarded your action as a mistake.
Oh.
It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return.
Okay, that's fair.
'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing, Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged.
That's fair.
One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Yuandai. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not? 40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time, it merely delayed the inevitable. One may have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination. Even the power of an Adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely.
Wow.
In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness.
Sad.
Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection of your own effort.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Is there no way?
Master, you've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left?
Not long. The transformation is imminent.
Granny? Please don't leave, okay?
Oh, no.
You're all I have left.
No.
Please.
No.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave you behind. Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone.
I promise, Granny. I'll do whatever you say.
Good girl, good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all
That's a
of
word. Most
Granny
formidable
will train
crane.
day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I. How's that sound?
Good.
That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. Then Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
Very curious how they're going to do the transformation. Oh, here we go. There she is. She flies away. Goodbye, Granny. Oh.
Xianyun.
Let her be. At her age, Crying is a natural, if not fitting, response to such an event. Tears
Music
are a
kicks in at a
necessary
perfect
part of
time.
maturation.
No,
Sometimes
I misread
there's
that word
scarcely a
completely.
better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
Punk number 3. Like that. What I could have said like yeah, you got it. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Wait. Oh man, I forgot to take a picture. Aww. Aww. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Like actually, not just pressing the button that says tears. Oh, wait, I'm taking pictures. I'm too sad.
I always believed we would see each other again. That our days of separation would finally end.
Dang it, all the pictures.
Would be behind me.
Oh, this is so cute.
If only things could stay this way forever.
Great. This is fantastic. Freaking fantastic. It's good. This is good. This is very good. Great cutscene. Great, fantastic cutscene. Oh.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
No, it's a happy. It's happy tears.
It's just you weren't ready to wake up.
Aw. Does that go back to sleep? Or come here? It's cute. Are these all future Adepti?
Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit.
What?
You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it.
Aww.
Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
That's so sweet. Man, that was so nice.
Chicken drumsticks.
Oh my god, of course. Of course we. Oh my god.
Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks. That's all.
You know, I hope that at this point, Paimon just becomes nothing by the end of the game. Paimon is not some crazy god. She's not some mysterious thing. She's really just Paimon who just cares about eating food. And we don't know why. And it's never going to be resolved. Paimon is just Paimon. Jabberwocky says, even Paimon thinks she's emergency food and as she chews on her own finger. It's true!
Madam Adeptus? Oh, Xianyun, you're awake. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore. Madam Adeptus, could I ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Yeah.
Oh. And have you reasons for this sudden interest?
What do you mean?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born.
That's true. It's true. Yanni says, okay, but I wonder why Paimon never subconsciously recalls her past in situations like these. I think she's just a head empty kind of character. She doesn't really think.
Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people.
Hell
just
yeah.
like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuandai's blood flows through your veins is
You're
proof enough
you're
of
like
that.
you're probably like a quarter
If this is what you
crane.
desire, one shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus.
That's great.
No, I mean, Master.
That's awesome.
Xianyun, are you sure about this?
Let's wait for her to spend more time with her grandmother.
Secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like ginseng and violet grass.
Oh my god, Paimon. In front of Cloud
If you join them,
Retainer?
you'll never enjoy One-Man Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
Oh my
Utterly
goodness.
preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts.
Oh, that statue of the 7 is floating. What's happening to this world?
To Liyue Harbor, Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Let's go.
You're leaving Mount Outsong?
Is that why you took human form to fill out the rent paperwork?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace.
Hey, I like that.
Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuandai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. A failing, perhaps, of recognizing what it was they truly wanted. One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there.
The people.
One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive. Why are you all so silent?
We're just listening to you.
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret. So, when can we expect to start seeing you in the city?
Perhaps in 2 days' time.
2 days? That's
one
quick.
has some matters to see to before one's departure.
You already got the keys to the house?
Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The earnings should provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
Seems like you've really thought of everything.
Yeah.
Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
Yeah, show us your new crib.
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspensus somnium mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to its melodies.
Okay, I hope that this is a gadget that actually does healing. And not something I put in my house. That would be cool. It's a house thing, okay. Never mind.
Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's totally up to you.
Yeah, it's totally up to us. Yanni says now she can sip osmodeus wine with Zhongli and ponder where are those who share the memory in Liyue Harbor. Jabberwocky says, why am I getting rogue animo hilly troll vibes? Okay, yeah, who wore this first? Did the hilly trolls, you know, see Cloud Retainer and go, damn, that's a nice cape. Let's wear it.
I have left an explanatory note in my abode. Those 2 old fossils will discover it, I am sure, should they come seeking my company.
2 old fossils?
Considering their recent penchant for going off on private escapades, however,
damn.
I find myself caring little for how they shall receive this news.
Mooncarver's like, finally, oh my god. Get out of here. Alright. Now we gotta wait for 2 whole days. Actually, that would be, I would love to see her and Zhongli talk now that she's here. You know? Oh, she gets to hang out with Madame Ping now? He's like, oh man, they could go out, they could do bingo. They could go out for bingo and stuff. That's gonna be fun. I hope. Wait, what? She right? Cloud Retainer was in the image, the banner image for the for the Lunar Festival, right? Like it would be cool to see, you know, her appear here in the during the lunar stuff. Because it just feels like, oh wait, I don't know how she died. That's weird. That's weird. Not my fault though. I think it's the game. I think the game like has like a bug that like slowly drains my character's health. I'm unsure why. Hey Yinger. You're right next door to Yinger?
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny.
Oh, she doesn't have the Mora.
To be
oh
quite
my
honest,
god.
Your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern.
She doesn't have Mora.
In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of Mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back, not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life. I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Cloud. Miss Xianyun, what are you guys arguing about?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the
Ignoramus?
authenticity of my wares.
Oh my god.
I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several hundred years?
Heirlooms.
Indeed.
yeah, there we go.
Family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes. doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, 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 please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment, I've hired an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
Oh no, is it Zhongli?
An expert, you say?
Is either Zhongli or like the Rocks
well.
dude?
I will wait for a little while longer then. Traveler, Paimon. This is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the
She
future,
lives next by Yinger. Let's go.
Master! Oh, it's you two
Oh, that's a
again.
cute outfit. That's I love that. I love the outfit.
It looks great on
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Master made it for me. I like it too. Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Do I know how to make
So she made her own clothes.
With the
Okay.
support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Okay, fine. Show off.
Master, I brought in
She
most
is
of my stuff.
she is 100% a cosplayer.
But they're kind of heavy,
She sews her
so
own
I just
costumes.
left them outside.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could not look yet, Master. Yeah, that'd be great.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child.
I'm just a big fan of
this
Bennett.
expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Ah, there he is.
Who is it?
Here, allow me
Yeah,
to make some
there he
introductions.
is, of course.
This is Mr. Zhongli, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques.
Wait, it didn't even occur to me. Because I was just thinking that it was Zhongli just because, you know, I feel like he would have this knowledge, but also would make sense because he was a part of the museum thing that Genshin had in 4.3. Or I guess it technically was the lead up to 4.4 about the museum stuff, and Zhongli was a huge factor in that event. So now he has actual antiques for the museum.
She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned.
It all ties together.
If it isn't Miss Xianyun. It has been quite some time since our last meeting.
Oh my god.
What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhongli?
Hold on a second. Did I just see Zhongli show up here? He shows up and he looks down and he's like, did we just witness Zhongli getting distracted by the plot? This is wild. I didn't think Zhongli fell into temptation like every other person. That's crazy.
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed.
Yeah, I was not expecting this at all.
How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together.
This is great.
If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Xianyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Okay, you two, get a room. Holy moly. Woo, it's getting hot in here.
You flatter me,
Oh
Miss
my
Xianyun.
god.
It would seem that
Oh
you
my
are as
god,
self-effacing as ever.
Oh my god.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
Yeah, exactly.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. Butted. I think 100%. I feel like this is this is definitely like the closest thing. Well, not the closest thing because there's actually been relationships in the game, but in terms of playable characters, this definitely is one of those things that it definitely feels like.
You two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship.
More. I feel like more than
Can I be
cordial.
certain that you're not working together to swindle me?
You know what? Fair enough.
mean, you never
Fair.
know.
Fair.
A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves
No,
would
that's a
collapse
fair
before we would
point.
conspire to do such a thing.
Miss Xianyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty
Oh
and
my god.
trust.
What a
If
bunch
that
of
proves to be
nerds.
beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched
Yeah,
for
this is a
goods?
true power
Miss Xianyun,
couple.
Miss Xianyun,
Absolutely.
wait.
Oh my god. I don't know what to say at this point.
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of
Xianyun?
these
Is
items?
that their ship
There
name?
is no cause for concern. They are indeed
Zhao
rare
Li?
and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Xianyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
Very well.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
That's the wrong noise she made. She did not do snore.
My friends, have you been doing well?
Great.
We've been great. How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant.
And you're such a flirt too. Good lord, Zhong.
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services. As for you, Miss Xianyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
Oh, yeah.
I must say, the name Xianyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular
Or
epithet
new
in
name,
further
Zhong Li's
conversation.
retainer.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Oh.
Well, that is true, but...
But?
Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it.
What about my
One
love?
is hardly
Huh?
ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous stays were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow.
Ebb and flow?
From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental on us.
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has concluded, what say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together?
Ooh.
One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago.
Several centuries ago.
Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand.
Can't challenge her.
It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consommé. We shall enjoy the lot. One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Yeah, sounds great.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Thank you so much, Cloud Retainer.
Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Li. He is...
My boyfriend.
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhongli. That should be everyone.
No
right?
relation to what
Let's
happened
go.
with your grandmother. Just want to put that out there.
Sounds good.
No one died.
Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
Beautiful. That was wonderful. Did we get to... Do we even get to have the dinner? Hold on, I want to make sure that we're not going to miss out on the dinner. Do we not just get to enjoy the dinner with everyone? Go to the boxes. Oh, good call.
Hey there.
See if we can steal anything. Okay, we cannot say any. We cannot. Oh wait, these boxes. Unsigned letter. What seems like a book of accounts, a letter can be found inside. Little you, my dear daughter. By the time you read this, oh my gosh, your granny may get a little forgetful sometimes, so try to jot down little reminders for her around the house whenever you can. Mommy and Daddy are counting on you to take care of Granny while we're gone. You might be wondering why Mommy and Daddy have to leave. Well, my dear daughter, in this world, everyone's got something that they have to do. Your Mommy and Daddy are no different. Did you know Daddy was awfully sick as a child? However, how sick, you might ask? Well, even the doctor could barely feel Daddy's pulse. It was weak, but Daddy still managed to grow up. Looking back, there were many times when Daddy thought he might not make it. In the end, though, Daddy pushed through every time. Pretty amazing to think about it. Maybe Daddy is really lucky, or who knows? Maybe he had some super powerful Adeptus looking after him. Either way, Daddy has always felt like he's received a lot of love from this world. And you know what? Daddy loves this world right back. They told Daddy that this mission was super dangerous, but both Mommy and Daddy decided to sign up. You'll have to grow quite a bit taller the next time Mommy and Daddy see you again. Maybe you'll grow big by then that Mommy and Daddy won't even recognize you. How about this? Let's use a code. Do you remember that one phrase Daddy taught you when you were little? That can be our secret code the next time we see each other. That way we'll recognize each other no matter what. You remember it, don't you? While the milk stands, evil shall never prevail. Why is that super familiar? Wait a minute, wait, hold on. Why is that familiar? I'm pretty sure our character has said this line before, or has been in a conversation where we had to talk about this line. Oh, it's the Nilfgaard motto. Yeah, Yanni mentions it as well. It's the motto for the Millith. Okay, so then they probably did die in like a fight or a battle or something. That's sad. But they're guards. They're guards. I thought we unlocked something. I thought this was like a breakthrough moment. Oof, that was a great stream. But hey, thank you, YouTube, so much for taking the time to hang out watching the VOD over here. Coming next week. This quest was absolutely awesome. As I mentioned, my Navia story quest, if you haven't checked that out already, freaking fantastic. I love this story that is technically really focused on Cloud Retainer and what kind of character Cloud Retainer is, as we see how much she cares about. And also we got this bit of like a flirty relationship between Zhongli and Cloud Retainer, which was a little bit spicy. Really appreciate that. Absolutely amazing. It was really cool to just get to learn more about that character. Absolutely, Yanni. You gotta hit that subscribe button. That's what happens over there. Either way, thank you all so much for taking time to watch this video. Lantern Rite, we'll be streaming all of Lantern Rite here on YouTube and Twitch. Star Rail 2.0 also streaming here on Twitch, YouTube. It's going to be a good time.